In the world of superheroes, death is simply a passing inconvenience. If your favorite character dies a horrible yet heroic death, well, it might sting for a bit, but don't worry, they'll be back sooner or later. With that in mind, here's a spoiler-filled look at some of the superheroes we lost so far in 2017. Rest in peace. For now. Logan. Wolverine has been one of the most popular superheroes in the world for decades, thanks in large part to Hugh Jackman, who's portrayed the character in 9 movies since the year 2000. In 2017, though, Jackman appeared in what he swears is his final film as Wolverine, headlining the grim Logan. Fittingly, Jackman's final appearance as Wolverine ended with Logan's death. Turns out the adamantium grafted to his bones didn't just make him indestructible, it also was slowly poisoning him, pushing his mutant healing factor beyond its capabilities. So when Logan faced off against an evil clone, his battered body finally gave up the ghost. But not before he heroically saved a group of mutant kids, including a totally different, totally not evil little girl clone. So at least some of Logan lives on somewhere, even if it might be a little too confusing to understand. Professor Charles Xavier. Dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal, Professor Xavier has been pursuing his dream since 1963. And for the better part of 2 decades, Patrick Stewart has been one of the pair of actors portraying the good professor on the big screen. Sadly, the professor's dream turned into a nightmare in the film Logan. After suffering a seizure that accidentally caused him to kill all his own students, Xavier was put into a drugged stupor by his last remaining pupil, Logan. Professor X's pain finally came to an end when Logan's evil clone killed him right in the middle of a road trip to the woods of North Dakota. That seems like a fittingly convoluted way for the original X-Man to die. Jack Flag. First debuting back in 1994, Jack Harrison was originally a member of a Citizens Patrol group who responded to reports submitted to Captain America's Danger Hotline, but during a fight with Mr. Hyde, he got drenched in super chemicals and became a real-deal superpowered hero under the name Jack Flag. After bouncing around the Marvel Universe for 2 decades, even joining the Guardians of the Galaxy at one point, Jack Flag and his on-and-off-again partner Free Spirit were eventually recruited by Captain America to join S.H.I.E.L.D. Unknown to them, however, Steve had been turned evil by the reality-warping powers of the Cosmic Cube and was actually working for Hydra. Jack discovered this the hard way when Steve Rogers tossed him out of a plane. Jack survived the fall, but was left brain-dead until Free Spirit decided to pull the plug. Jack, we hoist a patriotic face bandana to your memory. Hack. When you join a team called the Suicide Squad, you have to know your time is limited. The superhero known as Hack found this out the hard way. A tech-savvy metahuman who grew up in the slums of Nairobi, Hack had the unique ability to interact with computers using her mind, allowing her to surf the web and download information directly into her head, as well as turn people into digital code and transport them through the internet. But rather than simply use her power to binge-watch YouTube, Hack decided to help the Suicide Squad. Along the way, she accidentally discovered that the team had traitors in their midst. Before she could reveal this shocking information, one of those traitors, Captain Boomerang, stabbed her to death. Alas, poor Hack. We hardly knew ye. Patriot. When it comes to classic superheroes, it doesn't get much more old school than Jeffrey Mace, the Patriot, who first debuted back in 1941. Though his heyday in the comics ended long ago, the Patriot got a second lease on life thanks to Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where he appeared in Season 4 as the spy agency's new director. Blessed with powers thanks to a super soldier serum, Mace ended up entering the virtual reality program called the Framework in order to rescue some of his agents. And just like in The Matrix, if you die in the Framework, you die in reality too. Whoa. While Mace performed a rescue inside the program, Madam Hydra blew up the building he was in. Mace was able to use his powers to save everyone else in the building and give them time to escape, but at the cost of his own life.
Coulson, I'm right here, Jeffrey, hang on. Go.
Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. There used to be one basic rule when it came to bringing back dead characters. Everyone could return except for Peter Parker's Uncle Ben and Captain America's sidekick Bucky Barnes, who died while trying to defuse one of Baron Zemo's flying bombs during World War II. That rule was famously violated though when Bucky returned from the dead as the Soviet sleeper super agent, the Winter Soldier. However, all good things must come to an end, including Bucky's second life. After Captain America was turned evil by the Cosmic Cube, evil Steve Rogers teamed up with the new Baron Zemo. They captured Bucky and in a cruel twist, reenacted his original death by strapping him to a replica of that same flying bomb and blowing him sky high. Don't worry though, he'll probably be back. After all, it's happened before.
Bucky? Who the hell is Bucky?
Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.